When it comes to the world of women's pole vaulting, one woman stands head and shoulders above the rest. Yelena Isinbayeva is the reigning world and Olympic champion and is also the only woman to have ever jumped over 5 meters. She's set 20 world records so far in her career, with the best being her outdoor mark of 5.01 meters. The 25-year-old Russian is the undisputed queen of the event. However, waiting in the wings is a teenager who may well challenge Isinbayeva's dominance in the forthcoming years. Meet 16-year-old Vicky Parnov. The Australian is the rising star of the sport. To find out more about her, we travel to the Western Australian city of Perth, where the youngster lives and trains.
I hope to make the Olympics and compete in the Olympics, and I hope one day I can jump really high and maybe be a world record holder. That's been like my dream. To become an Olympic champion, I think it's going to take a lot of hard work and just a lot of dedication and sacrifices, but I'm willing to do that.
Pole vaulting is in this teenager's blood. She comes from a family with a rich tradition in athletics.
I started pole vaulting when I was 10, and just my whole family's pretty much done it. My dad was a pole vaulter, my uncle, my auntie, my mum was in athletics, and my grandma was in athletics, and it's just kind of through my whole family. Everyone's done some sort of sport.
Vicky's trained by her father Alex, who competed for the former Soviet Union. Her aunt is Tatiana Grigorieva, who won silver in the pole vault at the 2000 Sydney Olympics. Vicky was born in Moscow in 1990, but moved to Australia at the age of 6. In 1999, the Parnov family settled in Perth after Athletics Australia established a pole vaulting centre of excellence here, with Alex as head coach. Vicky took up the sport in 2000 after seeing it included in the Olympics for the first time. Her personal best is 4 meters 40, which is the highest that any female under the age of 18 has ever jumped.
Pole vaulting is the type of sport in which an athlete needs a certain amount of time to achieve the highest possible performances. Improvement is gradual rather than instant. I may have to work with Vicky for another 4 or 5 years before she reaches her true potential, and only then might she challenge the very best.
At the 2006 Commonwealth Games, where she finished 6th, Vicky was the youngest member of the Australian team. She competed alongside her aunt Tatiana, a naturalised Australian who won silver and who has since retired from the sport.
It was good to compete with her. I haven't really before that very often. It was a bit weird though, because everyone's like, oh, you're competing with your auntie. I'm like, yeah. But I know, it was good, and she was pretty supportive. She was like cheering me on when it was my attempts and stuff, but obviously she had to concentrate on her competition as well, so she couldn't really be like giving me advice the whole time, but yeah, it was good.
No event in track and field is as complex as the pole vault. To succeed, you have to possess speed, strength, courage, and have the agility of a gymnast. Because of its physical and technically demanding nature, top vaulters limit the amount of jumps they do in training. Vicky's father only allows her to go over the bar twice a week in their practice sessions.
It's good having him as my coach. Like at home, I'm his daughter and he's my dad, but at training he treats me just like everyone else. Like even sometimes he's a bit more harsher.
At 16, Vicky is the eldest of the Parnovs' 4 daughters. There's 13-year-old sister Liz and 4-year-old twins Alla and Natalya. The family live together in the suburbs of Perth, and although they may be thousands of miles away from Moscow, they remain close to their Russian roots.
I still feel Russian, like deep down. I think I always will, because You know, I was born there and I feel Russian, like the way my family is, and we speak Russian at home, and it's just kind of very Russian at home.
Last year, Vicky competed at the World Junior Championships in Beijing. She was the youngest person in the women's pole vault competition, but managed to come home with the bronze medal. And at the recent World Youth Championships last month, she won gold. The teenager is currently in her final year of high school. When Transworld Sport dropped in on her school one morning, we found Vicky taking part in a dance class, where she and her classmates were busy rehearsing a routine that they were planning to perform in front of the whole school.
Well, I'm in year 12 at the moment. That's my final year of high school. And then I finish, and hopefully I can have a year off, because I don't really want to go to uni or anything like that straight away. Just have a year off and train and see what happens, and if I like that or not.
Stretch the back of the leg.
Such is the buzz and excitement that Vicky's fledgling success has generated, she already has a manager and has signed a deal with a top sports apparel firm. Those closely involved in track and field believe that she has the potential to be a star of the future.
Vicky will be 17 when the 2008 Olympic Games take place, and I believe that she has a very realistic chance of competing there. She wants to be there, and she's capable of making those games. And because it's her ambition to do so, then I will do my part to help her attain that goal. Being at the next Olympics will be good for her development, and looking to the future, the experience that she'll gain will really help her at the following Games in London.
She's not ready just yet to challenge the imperious Yelena Isinbayeva, but with her undoubted talent and commitment and time very much on her side, this 16-year-old seems poised to reach the heights of her sport. Vicky Parnov. Remember the name.